this look. All right, now back down to a guy that we were a little familiar with, Raheem Morris, defensive coordinator for the Rams. Will, I've always been a fan, and I mean, I'm kind of excited. I mean, if we're going to have a big board, he would probably be under McDonald for me. But at the same time, that familiarity, the fact that we know what this guy does with defenses. I mean, look at the Rams. Can you name anybody else on that defense outside of Aaron Donald?
Ernest Jones, linebacker, South Carolina.
Oh, God. Should have known. That one guy. But they held Ben Gordon and that Detroit offense to 24 points. You know what I mean? And if they could have scored more than a field goal in the red zone, at least one of 3 trips, the daggone Rams might have won that game. So it says something about Morris, with all the talent he's lost in this fact, Ramsey's not there. I think they had Wagner last year. He's not there. You know what I mean? So what do you think about this, man? I mean, his resume speaks for itself.
Yeah, so I haven't always been the biggest Raheem Morris fan. He was in DC as our DB's coach for a couple seasons, and our DBs were never very good. And so I was always like, well, how is this guy getting so much praise? But the thing about it, he's stuck around some of the best coaches in the league. He went from team to team with Kyle Shanahan. He's with Sean McVay. And so it makes me say, okay, they're obviously some of the brightest minds in the game right now respect him. So there's clearly something, and I don't know if it has to do with his relationship with players. I mean, he's a young guy. He's only 47 years old, so I don't know if he can relate to players really well, so he's a great leader. But it's one of those things where, like, from what I've seen, my concerns that I've seen on the field, obviously other people in the league really like him. And so that's why I kind of have to take a step back. Because normally if I would look at the list, I'm like, But you bring up a great point. Name somebody besides Aaron Donald on that defense. And look what they, the Rams weren't expected to go in the playoffs this year. So.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.